Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Generation of era
Yep,
of
I did it.
wrestlers. So I just made the announcement. I mean, sorry, the little kid in me is excited. I'm going to SummerSlam tomorrow. Going to see CM Punk win the World Heavyweight Championship from Gunther. I am a Punk guy. I'll just say that. I am.
Nice.
You're also gonna see CM Punk use
So
that title.
I did
Oh,
say that
no.
because Seth Rollins,
Seth Rollins is cashing.
100%. That whole injury's a
It was a
fake.
big
The,
word.
in, the injury's a
Agreed.
fake.
It's
Yep.
a Cowboy Bob Orton job. It's a fake cast. All right. But it's cool.
Yep.
Like I said, I've been a fan since Next Generation, Razor Ramon, Bret Hart. So to be able to go to a Big Four, it's pretty cool. Just for you newbie fans,
It is cool.
Big Four is Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. All right.
I went when I
Starts
was
them-
little like big enough to walk from from Grand Central to MSG, but I think you figured out which Royal Rumble I went to based on what I said,
2000.
too.
Cactus Jack and The Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, Cactus Jack and Triple H, and The
Yeah.
Rock won the Royal Rumble, and it was
And Bob Backlund put me in the crossface chicken wing. in the
that's
crowd.
awesome.
Yeah, he ran in there in his banana hammock and had himself a time. It was fun.
I love Bob.
Good times,
Mr.
man.
Backlund. It's
But I
excellent.
fell off from back then. I'm glad you're still enjoying, man. Enjoy.
I'm in and out,
Yep.
man. Like it's one of those things where 3 hours of Raw is a lot. 3 hours of wrestling. I prefer 2 hours. You get your stories in. But it's like the movie industry. It always changes. They're always trying new things. Like, sorry, not to get on a tyrant, but like AEW, which is another organization, was.
We're gonna cut this.
I'll stop. Sorry.
Let's roll in. We
My
gotta
bad.
roll in.
I got all hyped, but nah, we're here for
I know.
Barbarian, and we're here for a blind ranking. I'm ready. All right.
I'm here for
The-
the mother. I don't know what you guys are here for. I'm here for the mother.
I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all those saggy boobies.
Oh Lord! If you haven't seen the Barbarian yet, do it so you don't think he's a weirdo.
If you haven't seen the Barbarian and you don't want it spoiled, you should probably
yeah,
come back in an
yeah.
hour and 45 minutes.
Hour 45.
All right. What kind of torturous
And-
blind rank do you have for us, John?
Oh, I have a good
I'm
one
ready.
for you guys.
Mm.
Got my homework notebook ready.
Yeah.
Oh, he's writing them down. You're bringing a whole different level of commitment to this.
All right.
All right. A Wonderful Knife.
Yes, sir.
My pen doesn't work.
Movie number 1. It's a Wonderful Knife. It's a Christmas movie, obviously playing on a.
Are these all
Wonderful
Justin
Life.
Long movies?
Man, he's on these.
I mean, and Justin Long pops right out. Joel McHale and Justin Long's right there.
This is on my watch list. I've been wanting to see this movie for a while. It's basically
It's not bad.
Hasn't
It's
even
not bad.
seen it.
Yep.
I haven't seen it either. That's more expected.
I figured this will be a lower number for you guys, or a higher number, depending how you.
I'll be safe
Look
and
at
put it. Yeah, that's where
4.
I'm going. I'm agreeing with you.
4 and 4. All right. You may come to regret it.
Tusk was an interesting one, man. Tusk was an interesting one.
I'll put that at 3.
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I don't like body horror. I think I've said that a bunch of times.
This is definitely body horror.
I don't respect it. I feel like it's low hanging fruit.
Because he becomes a walrus.
Hostile. Even Saw, like the first Saw, I could deal with because it was novel, but the rest of them were just like people exploding and stuff. And I was like,
Mhm. Like the Tusk body horror, I like because it is doing something different.
that's true. Like Human Centipede.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
not
that
so
was
much
too
that,
much.
but-
Human Centipede, like Tusk.
But like, I don't even know that I consider Hostel and Saw body horror so much as they're just torture.
Yeah.
porn.
torture porn
You
might be a
wouldn't
better way to
consider it
put it.
hostile though, body horror, especially like when they're like taking limbs off or tendons. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, it's
Oh,
still
that's-
more torture-y to me than body horror. Body horror, for me, generally connotes like transformations and that kind of grossness, not necessarily like an
can we say the
amputation.
Blob, for
Yeah.
example?
No, the Blob to me isn't even a horror movie. The Blob's a
Oh,
monster
Murray.
movie.
I'll accept that. That's good. Like, yeah. See that.
I'm going with. I was gonna put it at 5. I thought Tusk
All
was
right.
pretty minimal, but I might change it to 3. No, I'll leave it at 5. I'm gonna stick
Didn't
with my
Kevin
initial.
James write this?
All right.
Kevin
Kevin
James wrote.
Smith.
I was gonna say Kevin.
No,
James.
Kevin Smith.
Paul
Blart.
The Mall Cop?
He wrote
No.
Tusk.
All right. Third movie.
Harry's husband?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a much higher one. That's a much
That's
higher
2.
one. Keepers.
Where'd you get
Creepers.
those
I'm putting it
Jeepers?
at 1. I love Jeepers Creepers.
I don't know.
And the first
you
one
know-
actually had a nice one.
The opening where they see him dump a body and they follow him is based on an actual
Really?
murder.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
cool.
this couple in Michigan happened to drive by a guy dumping what looked like a body, so they followed him. He got away. He got caught because of Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, that's
though.
cool.
Oh, nice.
See, that
Yeah.
always creeped me out as a kid.
The original Bob Stack Unsolved Mysteries.
The good one.
Yep.
I had my biggest kid crash out because of Unsolved Mysteries. It was the episode with the lake monsters and the family was on the
Mhm.
boat and the splashing was going on, and it rolled over my bedtime. It was like one of those weird network things where it started at a weird time, and it was like, all right, well, it's 8 o'clock or 8:30 or whatever. I was like,
Mhm.
no, I need to sit down. I flipped out, caught an ass whooping, and had to go to bed.
Nice.
Like, God damn it!
Nice,
can-
nice. All right, so 2 and 1 for Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Yoga
Oh.
hosers. Our list is Kevin Smith heavy
That
this
is.
week.
I got to put that at 5.
I'm looking at I mean, the girls are fine, but look at the dudes. They're so weird.
Is this,
It's a
this
weird
is the
movie.
one with Kevin Smith's daughter, right? Okay.
Yep, and Johnny Depp's daughter.
Oh yeah, there she is.
Before Nosferatu.
3.
Yeah.
3. I'll keep 2 for the last one.
That's my number.
Will we have a Ryan clean sweep? Here's number
Oh,
1.
I'll
It's the
accept
last
Drag
one.
Me to Hell for
Oh,
number
cool.
1. It's a good film.
I hated
Really?
this movie. Yeah. It was so campy
Isn't this another Kevin
and
Smith film?
predictable.
No, okay.
No.
Oh,
Not
no,
this
this
one.
is
This wouldn't be such a
Sam
turd.
Raimi. There we go.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, Jeepers Creepers, definitely. I'm happy that it's higher on my list than this.
Mm-hmm.
Would I put it above Yoga Hosers? Probably. Wonderful Knife? Probably. Tusk? Probably. No, all right. I'm happy with this.
I'm pretty good with mine too, actually. It beats the Stephen King one.
All right.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, that one
Yeah,
got
it
messed
did.
up.
Yeah, it did.
I think I'm awarding the list point to Kearns.
Out of pity?
No,
Damn.
because you got Jeepers Creepers 1.
Yeah, baby. I knew Jeepers Creepers 1 was going to set me up. Jeepers Creepers is a great movie. The sequel is possibly superior. Possibly.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
It's a damn good sequel.
but not
No,
the
God,
third
no.
one.
Not the
I didn't
third
see
one.
the third one.
No.
Don't. Although I might force
I feel
you
like
to.
though the second one,
Nice.
it's better because of the cornfield. Like in the first one, you got them.
the cornfield.
Yeah, I mean, the first one you got them being chased by the creeper, but in the second one, it's like they're
Mhm.
in their domain, his domain, I should say. It's a good sequel. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna wrap up.
I like having more victims in a movie.
Okay. So is Barbarian like?
I've got one for you.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say was
Continue.
Barbarian like
Continue.
not like a favorite because there's not a lot of deaths in it.
No, surprisingly, based on my aversion to a lot of hyped up modern horror, I really
Oh,
like Barbarian.
Barbarian was different. Yeah, that's why I liked it. But before we move on to what we're supposed to be talking about, The Tall Grass, Love, Death, Robots Season 2.
Yes.
It's really good. And since you brought up the cornfield, if you want to get a little of that action in 17 minutes, definitely watch The Tall Grass on Netflix. Well, it's the episode for Love, Death, Robots Season 2 on Netflix. It's good stuff. The Barbarian.
Yeah, so let's get into it. I have a couple reviews for you guys before we even start talking
ready.
about it. I have a 5-star
Okay.
for you.
I'll
Oh,
accept it.
Don't worry, it's the only 5-star I pulled. And I don't know if I go 5 stars, but I generally agree with this one. Excellent horror film with enough suspense to keep you on the edge of your seat. Great acting by Georgina
Yes.
Campbell.
yeah, I agree
agree.
with all that. I
Yeah.
agree with all that for 3.5 or 4 stars too.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I guess 5
I don't-
stars is perfect. Like you got to save that for those
Yeah.
epic movies, or create
Yeah.
a category for just those unbelievable films.
Yeah.
But okay, I don't begrudge her the
Mhm.
review at all.
That was
And I'll give you a 1 star.
Yay!
This
These are fun.
this person wrote this with very little punctuation or capitalization. So the poorest nonsense plot had no head or tail since minute 1.
Oh, so they were just
Yeah.
confused.
Yes, yeah. And you're gonna. I have a couple more sprinkled throughout that you're gonna see. There are some people who missed some of the points to Barbarian.
Well, there's some deep stuff in Barbarian
there
too
is.
that's not easy to pick up.
You have to be of a certain mindset, I think, to pick it up and appreciate it.
yeah.
Yeah, fair. I picked it
think-
up and I saw what they were doing, and I didn't hate that. So
Mhm.
I guess I appreciated it. I don't like being
Yeah.
smashed over the head with stuff when
Mhm.
like they did all the women jumping out to fight in Endgame because like the Me Too movement was going on. I was like they could have made
Yeah.
that in a way that was cooler and not so I don't know reductive.
Yes.
Like the female characters in this franchise are cool. Why are you doing it in a way that makes it look like this? It makes it so yeah, whatever. So Barbarian does something in a different way, which I'm
Mhm.
sure we'll talk
Yeah, they
about.
do.
I'm sure we will.
Any other reviews?
I have them sprinkled
Okay.
throughout.
Okay, cool. So
And
Barbarian.
I tied them in with some plot points.
Okay. That
Very
works.
nice.
Yeah.
So this film, everybody, begins in the happiest place on
Detroit.
earth, an Airbnb in Detroit.
Detroit,
Home of
Michigan.
RoboCop and
Don't forget.
OCP.
Airbnb.
So this was almost where it lost me. If it's supposed to be set in the present as it is, Detroit is not that desolate anymore.
No,
I mean, there's still parts that are bad, but Detroit is
coming back.
starting to have a little bit of a
That's
resurgence.
cool.
That's good. It makes me
Now, if
happy.
they had said it in Flint, I might have a different opinion of that.
Like an agreement or disagreement?
More in agreement with the image
Yeah,
that
because
it portrays.
everybody's fled.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. The poison water will do that to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we begin with Captain Douchebag. The guy Ryan said got him 5 points. What's his
Oh,
name,
whoa.
Ryan?
Whoa, whoa.
Say his name.
We don't start off with Justin Long.
Whoa, yeah.
We start off with our reoccurring guest, Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
Tess.
And
that's
Ted.
true. They're in the house.
Yes.
Well,
They've both managed to book the same Airbnb at the same time through different apps.
What are the odds? And then they give you the old bait and switch on that one. They make you think that Skarsgård's gonna be a
yeah,
rapist.
100%.
Oh, they absolutely do. You spend that whole opening 30 minutes waiting because he just does everything perfectly. Like, oh no, you take the bed, I'll sleep on the couch. Just being the good guy the whole time, and you're just waiting for that shoe
Oh,
to drop.
100%.
Yeah.
Like when he's
And when it drops on his head.
Yeah.
he's very careful, and it draws a lot of red flags. And it's also like you see her getting phone
Mhm.
calls, which you can presume is her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, whatever you want to consider. and she keeps ignoring him, and she's very nervous around Bill's character. Oh
Mhm.
God, what's his name? Keith. She's very
Yeah.
nervous. Tess is very nervous around Keith, and it might show like there was trauma between Tess and her former partner Marcus. Like she's very sensitive and she's very questionable and doesn't want to be
Mhm.
like, even if he reaches out to help or something, she doesn't want to be touched and just like
Mhm.
yeah, she goes through his wallet
And
too. I mean, taking a picture, she's doing research. It's like a lot.
which, I mean, that part's pretty understandable. If you're making that decision in that
Agreed.
moment to stay in that house, it's intrusive, but I think it's the kind of intrusive that a woman in that situation probably needs to
Yeah,
be.
I agree.
Like, it's not something a guy necessarily thinks about. And he operates differently the whole time. Like, I'm not like those guys. I'm not, he's definitely putting his version of a move on Tess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely trying
Oh
to get
yeah.
laid.
I
little.
have
Like in the nicest
I have
way
this bottle of
possible.
wine.
Mhm.
I'm gonna open it in front of you so you don't think I poisoned it, like the tea
Yeah.
that I made. Do you want more tea though?
Mhm. Mhm.
Easy,
Yeah.
Keith.
It's silly. And they're doing stuff. They're setting up this whole false nightmare,
Yeah.
and then they go to
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
After this has all been laid out, and then what occurs when they go to bed,
The
boys?
door creaks open.
The door
Mhm.
creaks open, and that's fine
Yep.
because why wouldn't that be fine?
Well,
It's just
Yeah.
Pennywise.
yeah. And so the door creaks open, Tess wakes up, peeps out to the living room to make sure that Keith isn't like sneaking in on her, and he is full night
yeah.
terror.
Yeah,
And she did the biggest mistake in like touching him and waking him up. You just don't do that. You gotta let it pass.
And I mean, this is sort of the beginning of her sort of not recognizing surroundings and recognizing things, where she not only does she wake him, but like she then feels like she has to ask him, "Did you open the door?"
Yep.
Eh,
and
Tess, that man has not just fallen
But
asleep.
that shows how afraid she is, and that again shows like whatever trauma or
absolutely.
PTSD she's going through. Because the camera definitely shows. The director's name Zach Cregger.
Zach
How he
Cregger.
does the camera, it s- explicitly shows to the audience that he is dead asleep, snoring and everything, going through his terror.
Mhm.
So it's like it kind of gives the audience like, okay, it wasn't him, but it's like it's questioning because we've seen Bill Skarsgård in every horror film. He's always the bad guy, and from the audience reaction, I believe it was like
Yeah.
that trickery in film where it's like he might be the bad guy, he might not. It works.
Oh yeah, it definitely plays into your expectation of a Skarsgård in that role.
Yes, and Bill was the choice,
yes.
and he's
Yeah.
I mean, what's the lesser Skarsgård, I suppose. That is
I love
boy.
Alexander. Come on now.
You know,
Mhm.
he since he did the Norseman, I can't really hate him as much, but I can try. He ruined Randall Flagg. You boner.
We
I
get it.
I don't genuinely hate him. He's just a little too everywhere for me.
Yeah, that's fair too. Who's gonna be Mr. Everywhere coming up? There's somebody else out there. There's that guy was in the Sydney Sweeney movies and everything now. I don't know. It's too dumb to remember the name, but the guy looks like every generic
Okay.
white, almost middle-aged leading man.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the scruff and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Burr?
He's that guy. He
Yeah.
looked like Army
Oh, okay.
Hammer. Bill Burr. Bill Burr. Bill Burr. How dare you? How dare you?
He's gonna listen to this and go on a tirade. I love it.
Yeah, we could only hope, buddy. But anyway, back to Barbarian. So what happens?
Yeah.
We find out Skarsgård's not really a bad guy. So what's going
Yeah.
on? Where's the
So-
scary?
So Tess goes for her interview the next day, and in daylight, you see how bad this neighborhood
yeah.
is. That
Pretty
like
bad.
this is the only occupied house in the neighborhood. As she's waiting to be called in for her interview, you see she's maybe starting to have a little thing
Yeah.
for Keith. sort of looking at the picture she took and a little grin,
He's going back to the house.
Mhm.
He should be
Well,
there.
They also made a
Mhm.
connection though, because the job she's interviewing for the director, the filmmaker, Keith's seen her movies before, and he's like showing an interest, and then the documentary she's working on is connected to the group he's a part of. So I think like if she's getting that comfortability, which is cool. And then
Yeah.
she makes a
Yeah.
stupid mistake and investigates the basement. Or she goes to grab toilet paper, which
Well,
is fair too.
She makes a stupid mistake by assuming that the man running to her when she returns to the house means her harm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I
But, I mean,
yeah, that
that's
is
a
fair.
Which
fair
again,
mistake.
it's a fair mistake, but and she also sort of skips over the director that she met with, kind of warning her about that
Yeah.
neighborhood. That like, here's a woman who's going to go and do a documentary about bad neighborhoods, basically, and
Yeah.
she's telling you you're in a bad one.
One of the worst.
That's always the horror trope, the warning and the ignoring. I want to see a horror movie where they actually listen to the people who are like warning them. And then they just roll the credits, and then they show another individual group, roll the credits, and then finally you get that one lucky group who goes through it. But then you show the credits and just fuck the audience over. That's
Speaking of groups that went through Barbarian, here's a 1-star review for you
there we
guys.
go.
This movie should have never been released in theaters. I usually never skip ahead, no matter how bad the movie. But this movie was so unbearable, slow, illogical, and insufferable that I skipped through just to end my torture sooner. If I had gone to see it in theaters, I probably would have walked out. And I've only walked out on one other movie in my entire life, and I wish they had included what other movie.
I bet you any money it's the father.
Schindler's
it's the father
List.
from 28 years later. Guaranteed.
Oh, jeez.
The villains of the movie were the writers, and how they dared to put viewers through this and call it a movie.
This is getting
Yeah,
saucy.
I cannot believe the studios stole money from movie watchers to put them through this lazy and incomprehensive mess.
Incomprehensible.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
They should be ashamed for writing that.
Is it? Damn. I mean, this is a good movie, so that person's mentally ill. No, but I think that there's a lot of this that comes from people who don't get it.
Yeah.
But there's also, you don't have to get it to see like the simple part of the movie. This thing tracks pretty smoothly as like da 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 da.
I mean, listen, it is slow.
Yes.
It is slow.
The first half hour is slow.
Oh,
But you need that first half hour to care about anything that happens
Exactly.
after.
Well, character building, you jerks. Well,
Yeah.
actually, it's even more than that. But yeah, I mean, I have a hard time. That person, so much venom flowed out of that. It really felt that way, and I'm trying to rationalize it.
Yeah. These 1-stars were hard to find decent ones because most people don't hate this movie.
Yeah.
If you look, the majority of scores on IMDb are between 6 and 8. It averages out to 7. That's in the
about what this
neighborhood of where
is.
I would go. 7.5.
Yeah, it's about what this
Alright.
is. Maybe 7.5. If you're thinking like, if that represents a 75 out of 100, like dead average, I might flirt with the 80.
I'm at the 80.
get
I'm
it
at
to
the
the
8 with it. For me,
Yeah.
See,
John's allowed to be more strict. He's seen 100,000 more movies than we have.
and it's not like for me, the main points I deduct are it's not quite scary enough for me. Like I wanted it to be more scary. I wanted more when we get to it. I wanted more backstory.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So what he's alluding to, dear listeners, is the actual monster of the film, which we're about to
The
meet.
mother.
And it's not AJ, it's the
No.
mother. So we figure out. Well, AJ's a bit of a twat.
AJ might be the monster
Yeah.
Yeah.
when we get to AJ, and we should probably right before we get to AJ hit a little trigger
Yeah, we
warning
have to.
because
Sure.
we get into some sexual abuse stuff with him that's unsavory.
Alleged.
He
I mean,
admits it.
when you
Did it? It's alleged.
when you meet him, you can sort of buy into it being alleged.
Who was it that he essayed? So there's a sexual assault, everybody. There's your trigger
An
warning.
actress.
An actress.
an
that was-
actress.
that
On his
was,
pilot. His pilot, he just
On the pilot for
Did
his show.
he didn't force himself. Didn't he like try? He solicited, right?
So
It wasn't an actual assault, if I remember.
The way he describes it in a bar is that he wore
Yep.
her down. Basically, that she first said no, and she probably second said no, but he kept after it, and it's like even his description at that point is like, I don't know if she ever really said yes.
It's not great. Yeah, leaving that hanging probably means she didn't.
and he apologizes
She
too.
probably just stopped saying anything.
Yeah,
he
which
did.
sort of
Yeah,
apologizes.
Yeah, he was drunk.
That's where the part of the movie that focuses on what's called male privilege pops up, and then men get butthurt about that. They shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't wrap it in such a woke term and just talk about how rapists suck instead of male privilege, because male privilege
Yeah.
is like such a big umbrella
Mhm.
concept, and male privilege does not have to do with rape. Rape is rape. So
Yeah.
if he raped a person, he raped a person.
Mhm.
So that's what makes him a dick,
Yes, it
everyone.
does.
And that's why I
That-
immediately start hating AJ.
That's where he starts being a dick, but we'll get to the rest of it.
Yeah,
Like
he's
that's
also
where
a
what?
pompous douche.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can we?
So, just to
Wait,
back
Ryan-
up, we get
Ryan's-
no,
Ryan's-
Yeah,
I'm,
go ahead.
John, I was gonna say too. I agree. We got to back up to Keith going down. Well, Tess finding the room, and
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
pulls the rope. She's searching the basement, finds the rope, finds an extra room with a bloodstained mattress, bathroom bucket, not from Home Depot though, and just a camera sitting alone. And she gets locked in.
Yeah.
Keith gets her out, and Keith investigates, and that's a crazy scene.
Go great.
It's that
Yeah.
That's where you really realize what
Oh,
you're watching.
yes.
Yeah. And that's when you realize that the monster is not Keith.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a mother.
It's the monster.
There
snatches
are
him.
actually bad things in that basement
And
hallway.
I'll say his death when watching it initially shocked me because I thought he would at least make it to the end because his name was so big at that time. And then he gets his head smashed in
Yeah.
against a rock wall. And it's glorious.
Yeah. In the first half of the movie, he's done.
Yeah, he's out of it. Which
They,
is
they
wonderful.
just the guy you expect to be around at the end, and you really until he dies, you expect him to be the villain. Like up until the moment his head gets bashed in, I'm waiting for him to turn into the
agree.
heel.
Like something snaps in him, maybe a split personality or something. Because the title Barbarian,
Yeah,
you're thinking like someone who's going to just tear up everything. And he fits the description pretty well. And then, no, it's a mother. But the concept, as we're
Yeah.
talking about, you can look in the concept deeper of like, what is a barbarian? And like AJ represents a barbarian in ways too, on how he is as a person. You know?
Oh yeah. There's a big thing in this about what is a monster, who is the
Yep.
monster for sure. And then Tess is what is a victim, and what is it to allow yourself to be a victim, which is interesting too. And that's why I say I like this movie. It's deep. Now, did I love how they pulled everything off? Not necessarily, but I didn't hate it either. And I like what they did. And I also like that they tried. And I enjoy metaphors. So F everybody. It's a good
Yep.
movie.
So before we jump to the second half, we have this wonderful review.
Da, 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 da.
This movie is so stupid. Not scary at all. Oh, wait, there were 2 jump scares. So, yeah, not scary. And so we're kind of conflicted already. Not suspenseful. And the so-called twist, OMG, so dumb.
I
Seriously.
don't know what the twist
That,
is.
Seriously.
Hold on. I guess we
Yeah.
should wait till we get to it.
Probably the worst movie I've ever seen. No, it is. It is the worst movie I have ever seen. And Stephen King should give me my $15 back because his recommendation is why I bought it instead of renting it. And even then, I'd want my $4 back. You will not be afraid of Airbnbs after this.
I'm afraid of Airbnbs
Same.
after this.
I'm afraid of Airbnb.
Listen, the one in
place.
Wisconsin was supposedly a bad neighborhood too, and the basement was like Barbarian style. Didn't find a trap door though, but the bathroom was nice. I'll say that.
There was
You
a
didn't look hard enough.
There was a dude who was staying in someone's house. If you watch what's his name? He's a YouTuber. He does a great episode on it. A girl and her father live in the house, and there's a dude living in the walls.
This sounds like a Mr. Ballin episode.
Yep, it's a Mr. Ballin episode.
Okay.
Thank you. And it's a solid listen if you want to get into it. It's a crazy story, and it's very Barbarian-esque.
Yeah. So in an hour and 45 minutes after you've watched Barbarian, and about an hour after you've watched us, go and watch Mr. Ballin.
45 minutes. We're getting to the last part. We're not doing an hour.
Real
What's
quick,
up, Ryan?
there's actually a horror movie with that like type of setup where they were called Froggers, I think, where people would jump from house to house and live in the attic. There was a horror movie on Hulu that was like had like two people in the attic and they were kind of going through the house, and of course it's a slasher film, so shit starts happening. I don't think it's on Hulu anymore. I gotta get the title. It's nothing like it wasn't like, oh my god, it's a great film. It was one of those, oh, it's a good like B movie, C movie when Hulu was starting to get its like, I guess its wheels going with their made movies and stuff. I mean, they've done better now with The Predator, at least. I can say that. And other stuff.
So now we get to AJ.
AJ, the rapey one.
And yeah, we get his whole rape story, and he's against the advice of his lawyer. He's gonna skip town for a bit and go to a property he owns in Detroit, which just happens to be the Airbnb.
And he arrives.
Yep. He shows up. He does, he goes out drinking. He
tells the person at the
Sort of.
bar about it.
Yeah.
Goes home.
And goes home, starts finding all the evidence that someone was staying there.
Do.
And then he finds the rope for the door in the basement too.
But he gets it.
And at no point, he gets business ideas, not any sort of dread.
Yeah.
He's immediately thinking, ooh, can I add this into the square footage so when I sell this place,
That's a
it's
12 by
worth
10
more?
bedroom and a 9 by 3 hallway. I mean, that adds some value right there.
Yeah. I mean, now listen, you're not adding a lot of value to anything in that neighborhood.
The house is the most expensive there, with everything burnt down to a crisp right next to it.
Yeah. I mean, what your hope with that house is that some developer wants to put some kind of complex there.
Yeah.
Which they foreshadow is happening, and it doesn't go through, as shown years later.
So AJ's measuring the basement, and he has the tape measure yanked from him, which is really the first time he feels anything that resembles fear being down there.
And she comes running after him.
And then doesn't he follow it? Oh no, she chases him at that point.
Yeah, and he gets freaked and starts to run, but he is lost. He hasn't paid any attention to where he is.
Right. He's scrambling around.
And the mother catches up with him, and he falls into a hole where there's a Tess waiting for him.
And Tess is like, hey. And then mother closes the top, right?
Yep.
And then they get to know each other.
And then we get a flashback.
1982.
A more vibrant time in this neighborhood.
Yep. We get to see what the backstory is. And it's a pretty cool little scene. It adds a little bit of levity to the movie.
Yeah.
Till it doesn't.
It does. And it sort of adds, the prediction of the future and like kind of what people in Detroit in the 80s went through, where his neighbor is selling the house and we think we have to go now because I don't think we're going to get anything next year. And that's really what happened to a lot of those people. It just went away, became undesirable in a heartbeat.
They ran.
Yeah. Put some boards on the windows and went somewhere else.
It's a shame. I said it earlier. It's sad.
Yep.
It's sad.
It is.
Yep.
You know what? You know what's sadder though?
So
What's
That
that?
bottle with a piece of hair sticking on it, and like Tess, like, no, no, yeah, oh
it's
yeah.
pretty
And
gross. It's pretty gross.
she took it like a
It's pretty
champ,
gross.
and I give her so much kudos. But I would have done the Justin Long Avenue. I would have refused. That's like, or at least pull the hair off. You know what I mean? Like,
See, I understand where AJ comes from in that scene, but Tess has been there a while. She knows how to survive this already.
Yeah, fair.
That thing is handing me a bottle. It's gross. I think I'm drinking it.
take the hair off.
Or pretending.
Oh no, she drank it.
Yeah,
Yeah, she did.
you're staying alive at that point, not worrying about how gross what she's giving you is.
Bet you any money it was breast milk too.
Probably.
Probably. But just to go back to the flashback, we get Richard Brake as
Yep.
Frank, and he sort of starts off pretty innocently going and buying, baby supplies for a soon-to-be born child, and to almost immediately divert into stalking
Mhm.
and setting up to kidnap a woman.
Carlos, as his name on his trouser says.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Trousers, a fun word.
So
This coverall.
you then you start to get that impression of what's really been going on in the basement at that point.
I feel
Yeah.
like it was like he shoots it off in the dialogue when he's like, it's at a home in birth. I need the plastic sheets. How do you do
Mhm.
this? And it's like,
Yeah.
something's not right
Yeah.
here. He's like,
Yeah, when he starts with plastic sheets, I'm like, oh, here we go. Here comes all the serial killer supplies. He's gonna need some rope and a box cutter, and not that I know what you need for serial killing, but
No, not that guy.
yeah.
I stand out too much.
Fair. When they showed it,
The
they
big
showed
guy,
your house.
the big guy with the beard and the long hair. I mean,
Yeah,
way
right.
too much.
So yeah, we're in the mother's lair, and
Mhm.
Tess and AJ are still alive at the
Yep.
moment. What occurs now?
Well, you get the bottle, and then you get the break
Yep.
for it. Tess is going to make a run for it. AJ's still can't figure out how to get out of the basement, so he's just blundering around. But Tess
Yep.
gets out.
Yeah, Tess
She
makes it out.
smashes the window.
Or does she?
Tess, smashes the basement window and starts to climb out, and then gets a helping hand from Andre, who is the guy who tried to warn her.
He scared her. And then AJ's still stuck in there,
Mm-hmm.
and Tess is free. And the movie's over. No, it's not.
No.
No, it's
no.
not. What happens now?
Well, AJ finds an old decrepit
Yep.
Frank.
And you notice that the mother's afraid to go there, right? After he gets away
Mhm.
from the mother, he goes against the door and he's got the light. And I was thinking about this, like, is she afraid of the light because the daylight she pulls away? And no, she's more afraid of Frank in the bedroom.
It's Frank.
But
Frank does-
unspeakable
Oh, yeah.
things.
Yeah. And Frank's not with us much longer because Frank manages to get a gun. And for a moment, you think he's going to shoot
Oh, yeah.
AJ.
Yeah.
Oh, because he watches that video,
But he shoots himself.
that horrible
Mhm.
homemade video.
Yeah. AJ finds the videotapes of what Frank has done down there. And, you also get Andre really explaining in more detail what happens.
Yeah.
And it's bad. It's pretty rough.
Sadistic stuff.
Yeah, you get a lot of abduction and assaulting and
And-
generational
And
assaulting.
multiple, because you see a lot of, like, 4 crates or 4 cages and dog food bowls. It was like, it's,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I would be curious to do a little research on this. How much Frank is based on Ariel Castro?
Okay.
Do you remember the Cleveland guy
Yeah.
Yeah.
that he kidnapped the women and kept them in the house? And did all kinds of gross shit
Could
to
be a
them.
possibility.
He's seen it. It's a very similar character.
History is very, like, not loosely based on him.
Mm-hmm.
There's not too many people to base, like, what is there? H.H. Holmes, him.
H?
And H.H. Holmes is different
He's
anyway,
he's
Yeah.
the murder hotel, which is
among other things.
supposedly Jack the Ripper. I don't know if they proved that wrong.
Yeah, they largely ruled him out because the timelines
doesn't?
don't
Okay.
work.
Yeah, he was stateside.
Yeah.
He was committing insurance fraud and running around while
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper was ripping.
So Tess is free. She gets to a gas station. She calls the cops. She's doing the right thing. Cops show up.
I think she's a
and-
crackhead.
Yep, they take one look at her, are dirty, disheveled, and assume she's a crackhead.
And she's all
Hooray.
together, though. I
Mhm.
mean, she's panicked, but she's all together explaining the situation. And that irked me. The cops not, like, giving her a chance. I mean, I get it's Detroit. I get it.
Mhm.
But
But you could tell a crackhead from a person who's dirty
Yes.
too. It's just that
But
for the sake of the movie's message, they had to stuff that down your throat.
Yeah, this is definitely messagey. This is definitely the underserved community. This is definitely the, don't believe street people. Yeah, it's a very, very messagey moment, which one of our 1-star
I was gonna
reviews
say we're due.
clearly picked up on. So I enjoyed the movie. Remember, this is a 1-star review. I enjoyed the movie until the most annoying part, where the police wouldn't even entertain the possibility that the woman could have been telling the truth. I know it is all fiction, but the way the police acted toward the main character did nothing but make me rolls my eyes in annoyance and decide to not finish the movie. The police scene just should never have been a part of the movie at all. If not for that, I would have most likely finished the movie. Instead, I read about how the rest of the movie went online. I would not recommend this movie to anyone. Just very frustrating and a complete waste of time. So it sounds like you got an hour and 15 to an hour and 20 minutes of a movie you did enjoy.
Right.
And then you didn't, somehow, as blatant as that messaging is, you didn't get it.
That's somebody who's a family member of cops or is a cop or something like that. That's got to be. And they took it like way too
That's
literally.
a person who doesn't play.
Oh,
They don't play GTA because there's cop killing in there. That's that type of person. It's a
Yep.
shame.
Yep.
It's everybody killing. in
Exactly.
GTA. And
Oh,
cop.
nice.
So once the cops don't believe Tess, she goes back into the house.
Yeah, which is wild. And
What-
why?
what-
Why does she go back to save
She's a
AJ?
good person.
Initially, very reasonably, she's going to get her keys.
Oh, okay.
And then as she's starting to drive away, the mother is out of the
Yes.
house.
And
And then she crashes the car into her and goes back for AJ. Which, from everything you learned about Tess at the beginning of the movie and how she feels about men, this is the exact kind of man she's afraid of and the exact kind of man she wouldn't go back for if she
Correct.
knew.
but it
True.
shows it's a perfect evolution for her character, and that's like right the whole idea of movie making is
Mhm.
to show this one character have a problem and overcome it by the end. And subtle
Yep.
in front of you. I mean, this one was very in front, I believe, and Zach does a great job of showcasing that in his writing. Forget about those reviewers.
Mhm.
He's a good writer.
Yeah, this is far, far from a
These
1-star
are,
movie.
these are people who
No.
love Batman and Robin.
Like I said, 3.5, 4, 3.5, 4, 3.5, 4.2, whatever you want
A
to do there.
4.1.5.
I think an 8 out of
Yes.
10 or a 4 is a fine rating. I think a
Kudos.
3.5 is fair.
Mhm.
Down to 3 is starting to get a little shaky, but
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
The ending
So-
is also very highly criticized, though. I'm sure we'll hear a review about
Yeah.
that.
Mhm. No, I didn't. I did not focus on the ending because I want us to review the ending, not somebody
Okay.
else.
Yay.
She gets AJ out of the house. They meet up with Andre at his campsite, and Andre's telling him the whole story. And like, we're going to wait till morning and then we're going to go get Tess help because AJ accidentally shot her.
Yeah.
And as he said, it's one of my favorite death scenes in a long time. Yeah, it's very Samuel L. Jackson in Deep Blue Sea. As he's going into this whole thing about she's never come into this place. She comes into this place and she strangles him, rips his arm off, and then beats him to death with his own arm.
Which is probably my favorite scene.
Oh, it's the best scene.
Yeah.
It's just the line though.
Yeah.
It's what really makes it better. As John said, it's just like he hasn't come in here and then crashing through and just then it's just a chase. It's a classic chase up a water tower, and it shows how AJ's a dick because he leaves her.
Yep. Immediately goes to save his own skin.
Yep. He leaves Tess, and then they both get on top of the water tower as the mother's getting up there, and he pushes Tess off.
Because he knows the mother's chasing Tess, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the mother goes off after Tess.
Which is also wild.
It's a cool scene.
And they both land, and Tess lives.
Yeah, somehow Tess lands on top of the mother. Not sure how that happened.
Yeah, if she jumped afterward, it doesn't physically make sense, but that's fine. It's a
No,
movie.
It's a movie. You can suspend your disbelief for a little bit and enjoy.
She lands. We needed her to live. She lives.
Yep.
And she's limping away. And the movie's over. Roll the credits.
Not quite.
No. Not yet.
AJ's got to get his
Yes, he
comeuppance
does.
at some point, and boy, does he.
And how does that happen, John?
You
Ryan?
Nah.
Go ahead, Ryan. I'll let you get
this
this
is
one.
such a good death scene. As he's like going over to Tess, and he's just like, "I try to catch you. You were slipping off, and all this crap happens." The mother gets up, grabs him by the face, and great Justin Long fashion, like Jeepers Creepers, punctures the eyes out and tears his head open like Mortal Kombat. It was one hell of a fatality, all right, or brutality.
Which is pretty sweet.
Brutality.
Mm-hmm.
Mother wins.
It was a good scene.
Oh, excellent. And it just like, listen, with horror, sometimes you see these characters who are like nasty and horrible, and you can't wait to see them die. He was definitely one of those characters. I was just like, fuck yeah. He deserved it.
Yeah. And you know he's going to.
And Tess needed to live.
Yes.
For the movie's message to at least get through. That there's this, like, you can break through this cycle that's been represented in this movie. And if you're paying attention with at least a third of your brain, you're noticing what they're talking about. I don't think we need to air it out too much. It's about abuse. It's about overcoming. It's about avoiding being a victim. It's about not victimizing. It's about a lot of things. It's about how men treat women. He shoves Tess off the water tower. And not all men. There's Archie Bunkers out there who are wonderful husbands. Who are wonderful husbands to their Ediths. And their dads to their Rob Reiners. And, George Jefferson. And what's her name? Stinky? What's his wife's?
Wheezy.
Stinky.
Wheezy.
But this movie's not about
Stinky
those
Jefferson.
things. This movie's not a message about that. It's also not an attack on good men. So deal with it, everybody.
Everyone
Nope.
dies. That's how it goes.
Yep.
Everyone die.
Yep, including the mother.
Yeah.
Tess puts
That
the
was-
mother down, and
That was
limps
definitely
off.
pity.
I'm sorry.
Pity death right there. And you feel the emotion in that. I felt
Absolutely.
bad for the mother because she didn't deserve any of that.
She was a victim
Yep.
herself.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's also jacked up psychotic mongoloid that needs to die, but she's a victim herself.
Yep.
And that's Barbarian, and that's why it's a movie that gets mixed reviews and love and hate and all that, because there were choices and there were things. But I watched it with my wife. We both liked it. It was
Yeah.
it wasn't terrifying,
Eh,
but it's scary at times.
It's it's kind of the negative reviews I think are kind of a reflection of how people are willing to politicize everything they watch. And this didn't have to be.
No.
It's got messages, but you don't have to allow the message to spoil the movie.
It also came out during the height of the fervor as well.
Mhm.
I mean,
2022.
not saying anything negative about all that, but yeah, we're all in a major. I think there was a spike in the Me Too movement as well at
Yes.
the time. So there's butthurt guys about that.
Mhm.
There's women who are
Yep.
fighting for the cause. Everybody's yelling at each other.
Yep.
There's a virus killing people. Delta is just surging across the country. Everybody's terrified, and things aren't going great.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's
Yeah.
the skinny,
One hell of a
everybody.
time to live,
Well, that's
an experience.
It's
Yep.
a fever dream, dude. It's a fever dream. 2022. I'm glad you didn't say like 2012 or something, because at this point, it's hard for me to tell the difference.
Oh,
Mhm.
don't 10 years ago. Listen, it's what year are we in? 2025? 10 years is 1995.
Yeah.
All right, Crash Bandicoot just released on the PlayStation. All right, I got my
That'd be
Sega
nice.
CD ready.
That's because everybody thinks that we're always in like the 2000s decade, not 2020s.
God.
Mhm.
We have like
Yeah.
a collective illness as a society. But that's
Yes.
Barbarian, everybody. Okay, so that was a
Yeah.
great movie.
It's a
And
solid 7.5,
Right.
7.5 for me.
It's a good watch. It's
Yeah, it
better than a lot
is.
of movies you've seen. Trust
Yeah.
me. If you want to think and watch a movie, watch it. If you don't want to think and watch a movie, watch it. It works
Yes,
both
it
ways,
does.
I assure you. And we're gonna get into our top fives.
Right.
Ryan, wow us.
I'm gonna try to beat my time to like down to at least 5 minutes. That's the goal. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna start off with a 2010 film.
John's gonna sabotage you. We're not starting the timer. John is gonna try to sabotage you.
I'm gonna start off with a 2010.
You're like SummerSlam, huh?
Well, listen about the
We're sabotaging.
touche. I'm gonna start off with 2010 starring Ryan Reynolds. My top 5, by the way. It's all about captured movies that are
Okay,
captured,
cool.
and I'm starting off with a movie called Buried, which is a semi-remake of an Alfred Hitchcock Presents episode called The Final Escape, and it stars Ryan Reynolds, who
Nice.
plays truck driver Paul Conroy, Iraq-based American civilian truck driver Paul Conroy, who's captured and put underground in a coffin with only a lighter and a cell phone, and it's an hour and a half film. It's all in one location, of course. It just shows Ryan Reynolds, and you just hear voices of other actors and just seeing Ryan Reynolds act. It's a worth a watch, especially if you like him in Deadpool. It's a different type of movie. Watch it. Just enjoy his acting, you know? And he proved a lot from that since his Van Wilder days. I'm just throwing that out there and waiting. My number 2, I'm gonna go with a twist. Another captured movie, but not in the sense where number 4, sorry. I know I am so I'm trying not to be sabotaged. I'm trying to rush, trying to get in under 5 minutes. I'm trying. My next movie is Frozen.
No shot.
Yeah,
Just
it's
do it.
probably not a shot. It's Frozen from the creator of Hatchet, Adam Green. It's about 3 skiers who are stranded in a chairlift after a day of skiing, and they're forced into life or death choices. I thought this movie was going to be boring. It is intense. It is a thrill ride. Sean Ashmore's in it. He's one of the. I think he was Iceman in the X-Men series. I think he was that twin. Yeah, he was that twin. He was Iceman. It's just
Yeah.
such a good film if you've never seen it. There's a lot of tense moments and just like weather conditions, wolves. It goes there, and it's a good film. Number 3, you got to go with Split with M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalan Ding Dong. I'm like getting my inner Adam Sandler right now, but Split's a good movie. It's the second in the.
I've tried so hard not to interrupt you.
No, that was a good interruption.
Oh,
I
you're
still
doing
need to
great
see
on
Happy
time.
Gilmore
Doing
too.
great on time.
But it's about James McAvoy, who plays basically a man with dissociative identity disorder, who kidnaps and imprisons 3 teenage girls in an isolated underground facility until the beast appears. And
We're gonna let that slide. I don't care about the time anymore. What's James's last name?
McAvoy,
Is he a cowboy? What's
Wait.
his?
James McAvey? Am I what? McAvoy.
McAvoy.
Okay.
McAvoy.
McAvoy. Okay.
Ryan,
was
I
gonna
love
let
you
it
so
slide.
much. I just adore you. I
You know
adore
what?
you.
Like, I was gonna say,
McAvoy.
how many times have you seen me make
I-
a mistake in front of a group of kids, like teaching, and
Now,
still roll with it?
the thing
And
is,
still roll.
you'll make these on camera. I called Paul Buchanan Paul Buchanan reading The Great Gatsby, and my friend called me a fucking idiot in front of 30 other kids, and I laughed my ass off. It happens, but yours are priceless.
I just
McAvoy.
keep going with it. That's the thing. I
think you rehearse them ahead of time for.
I look in the
Right.
mirror, and I'm just like,
He's got everything like strangely phonetically spelled out in front of him so he can mispronounce it.
McAvoy. So this is McAvoy is playing a guy who's not centered at all in
Nope.
Split, which is your
yep.
third movie.
And it,
Had a
and
fun.
I'll say this: it's led to Jada always saying that if anything goes wrong, no, that was Patricia. That was Patricia, and I'm like, oh,
That was
oh, that's
Patricia.
great.
That's
Oh,
funny.
anytime, like, why wasn't, like, because we'll do stuff and she'll be in the middle of something. It's like, oh, this wasn't done. She goes, that was Patricia. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm just like, all right, I'll go ahead and do it. But we'll lead into number 2. I do love this. I want to say love. I like the film. It's a remake of Dracula's Daughter, which is one of my favorite Universal horror films. Because of the tones and the messages in there, and it's Abigail. Whole idea is these kidnappers kidnap this girl, thinking that they're gonna rob this wealthy man, who turns out to be Dracula, and they have kidnapped his daughter, and all hell breaks loose. And it's a great remake or reimagining of Dracula's Daughter, and I
Mhm.
appreciate it because they changed it.
I definitely like that a lot better than I expected.
Yeah,
I
same
would.
here. When I got nervous because whenever they try to remake a classic horror film in that Universal monster lore, like the Wolfman's not bad with Benicio del Toro, but I still love the original one because it just hits the nail. The new Invisible Man was a decent film, but it doesn't catch me like Claude Rains did, you know? But this one did an excellent.
You're
That
never
didn't
gonna
catch
touch
me at all.
I mean,
Oh, you never seen the original?
yeah. No,
Oh.
I mean you're never gonna
Oh,
touch
okay.
them.
I was like,
There's just there's a movie magic that was inlaid in those films that cannot be recreated effectively
Just-
today. I'm
just
just gonna
him
say it.
removing the bandages.
We just don't have that stuff.
It's just
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah, there's priceless. Yeah.
And that leads to
Agreed.
my number 1. It is actually one of my favorite movies. Directed by Joel Schumacher. See, didn't mess it up.
You almost said Joel
See,
Schwarma.
I did actually. I did. Joel Schwarma and
All right. Joel
written by
Schwarma for
Larry
short.
Cohen. It's starring Colin Farrell, Kiefer Sutherland. It's Phone Booth. He is
Nice.
captured in that phone booth.
Nice.
That movie, if you've
Mhm.
never seen that movie, you're on the edge of your seat because Colin Farrell he's a real douchey character. And it's just like, you can understand what he's going through and you want to feel bad, but you don't. And it's so good. And it's just, again, thrill. You're on the edge of your seat. You're for the thrill. And it's just fun. Just a fun film. What was my
All
time?
right, man.
Like
It was substantial.
Damn it.
7-ish.
1 minute down.
Wasn't
7-ish.
it was lower than 8? Yeah.
You
John,
you were on.
get a lot of grace. though.
You were sort of on target until James McAvoy.
Yeah, McAvoy kind of
Hey,
ruined it.
cowboy, all right?
All right, John.
All right. I went with basements
All right. Here we
that
go.
are
with
not the
basements.
that are not the Evil Dead.
Okay.
Okay.
Goosebumps?
So my
One of these is
My
gotta
number
be Cabin in the Woods, right?
nope.
Okay.
Damn it.
Number 5, Cellar Dweller.
Oh, fair.
What's
On the
So-
nose.
Cellar Dweller?
Artist Whitney Taylor attempts to resurrect a comic 30 years after the creator died in a murder-suicide. History begins to repeat itself as Whitney begins to descend into similar madness. You get an appearance by Yvonne DiCarlo, who was
Yep.
Lily Munster. And it's written by Don Mancini,
Cool.
who wrote Child's Play.
Ironically, that movie came up on an AI search recently. And that is on a. Is it good? I'm presuming it's good. It's on your top.
It's a fun watch. Like I mean, listen, is it as good a movie as Barbarian? No, but it's a fun
That's good,
watch.
though. You gotta get those fun watches in.
Yeah. So we go to my number 4, which is Don't
Mhm.
Breathe.
I thought that was going to come up in Ryan's. I guess he
It
wanted
was-
to
It
shy
fits
away from the
both.
turkey
It was this close.
baster.
I didn't want to cover the turkey baster. Not this time.
He used to work out in my
But that's
gym.
cool.
Yeah,
I used
pretty. He was
Stephen
getting
Lang?
jacked. Yeah, Stephen Lang was getting jacked for Avatar.
I used to do yard work for him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lang connections. Did he pay you?
I
in
never
turkey
met
basters?
I never met him. I only met the wife.
Was she using the turkey baster?
Yeah, she's ugly. Unfortunate. She's not ugly.
She was
but
not. She
yeah,
was
she's
not.
very,
She
very
was not ugly.
unfortunate.
And she was not using a turkey baster.
That's fine. Both of those answers are great.
Yeah. So
Number 3.
quick rundown of Don't Breathe. 3 people break into the home of a blind veteran thinking it'll be an easy score.
It's
Unfortunately, they picked the wrong blind man, and as they progress through the house, it reveals his true nature.
basting.
Yeah,
Not turkeys.
That scene lives rent free in my head. That movie was like
Mm-hmm.
a forced watch. I watched it because it was that, and I was watching it, and it was fine. And then that scene happened, and I was like, "No, why?" With their dramatic close up and the dripping. I was like, "God damn it!"
I was set up for that movie too. A buddy of mine was like, "You got to watch. It's a good horror film," and I picked it up, and I was like, "All right," because his recommendations were always good. And then that scene came up. I went, "Son of a bitch." And I was like,
You
"You knew about
bastard.
this?" He goes, "Would you have watched it if I told you?" I said, no, 50-50.
Maybe a little.
I mean, if you've seen Seed of Chucky, there's
Yeah.
a turkey baster scene in that movie too. All right.
I have not seen Seed of Chucky. I saw the trailer for Seed of Chucky when I was going to see AVP like a man. All right. And there are no turkey basters in AVP.
Yet,
No.
Not
yet,
No.
That's true. Those franchise is being rebooted because we're getting over a decade old. All right, John, finish up. I'm dying here.
number 3, Stir of Echoes.
Okay. Stir of Echoes is a
Ooh, yes.
fantastic movie.
I love Stir of
film.
Echoes.
They don't make them like that anymore.
So Tom undergoes hypnosis as a party game and develops the ability to see ghosts, in particular, the ghost of a young girl who disappeared in the neighborhood. The visions push Tom to the edge of his sanity and the solution of a missing girl.
Da-da-da-da-da. Spoiler alert. She's in the. All right, next one.
Number 2 is a movie that disturbed me to no end.
Ooh,
That one of the few movies that really disturbed me. It's Martyrs.
Oh, that movie's rough.
the
Nice.
original French,
No.
the original French one.
That's a hard movie to watch.
I can't.
So
Oh.
That
Years-
City of God, Martyrs, those are very hard movies to watch.
City of God.
years after years after a horrifying abduction and torture, Lucy seeks revenge for what she and Anna endured. Her quest for vengeance goes awry and ends in one of the most unflinchingly bleak endings.
Yeah.
And it's that, like, up until that end, I can do the movie. It's the way it ends. It's so bleak and so miserable
rough.
that it's hard to watch.
I've heard a lot of.
All right, kids.
Am I?
I was gonna say
Go ahead.
I've
You've
heard a lot of rough things about it, and I did a reading.
It's rough.
I
It's a rough
was
watch.
gonna watch it, and then I read the ending, and I was just like, I can't do it. Like it just and seeing pictures, the pictures were rough because I was trying to prepare.
highly recommend it. But man, you have a comfort movie lined up after.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go watch after this episode, especially. Go watch Tangled or something. Independent
Yeah.
Woman Who Don't Need No Man. Mulan,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yep.
Go watch something like that.
We could
Yep.
make a
This
man
was
out of
bleak.
you.
That was a bleak way to end the episode for sure. That movie
It gets
is-
bleaker.
Oh no.
My number
Bleaker
one.
Street. I forgot you weren't on number one.
My number one. The Baskin.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
want to see that though.
It came up today, the Baskin.
It
You
did.
bastard.
Police officers go from an enjoyable dinner break to the depths of hell when they answer a call and navigate a building and the horrors contained within.
Yeah, I do want to see that.
Ooh.
That.
It's
Nice.
so good.
Nice.
So good. Pretty
Would you consider
disturbing.
that like, well, monster film though? Too? Like as well?
Hey, would you consider Event Horizon a monster film?
No, Event Horizon is a haunted house movie on a spaceship.
Yeah. Baskin's not that. Baskin's different. It's got a scaries.
Yeah,
Well, so does
Baskin,
Event
Horizon.
Horizon.
Baskin goes more to the demonic
Okay.
end.
I'm still ready to go jump on that roller coaster ride. I mean, I'm
You
down for
definitely should.
Martyrs and Terrifier too, but I'm just waiting for it to come on our list because then I will have to watch it. I won't.
I don't know if we'll do Martyrs on this
Martyrs,
show.
Martyrs might be
Would-
like a
I don't know if we
bonus
can.
episode. I don't
Martyrs
know.
Is like too
I don't even know.
risque for us.
Like, I don't even know how to make talking about martyrs a lot of fun.
Okay.
You can't unless you're just unless we go and wade into that pool and just own it and make fun of it, and that's disrespectful in and of itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it is a good movie, and I don't want to make fun of it in that way. So I don't know. We'll have to think about it. I do want to do the open next time because I've got something I was going to do as a funny top 5, and I said, what would be better is to make these guys do this for the open. So maybe the next
All
episode
right.
or the one after, but it's going to involve. I'm going to give you a hint. It's going to involve how much we hate the Skarsgårds.
God.
All right. We're gonna rank some stuff. So, all right, guys, that was Xenomania episode 30 or something like
32.
that on the
33.
Barbarian. It should be 32, unless one of us gets hit by a bus and we move up another episode. It'll be around there. 32, 33, 34. But, all right, guys.
Have a go on.
They,
Be very